Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's on. Okay, there we go.
Y'all not ready for
Young is running really with it. They on some dangerous shit. Bust a pistol when you're with it. I got a gang of shit. More than I just let's go, big kid. I'm trying to
Hey!
just cranking up
Oh, 7 days a week. 7 days a week.
Make that week. Yeah.
Joe.
Chillin'
With some wet and good shade.
in a mouth,
With the sweat and good shade.
everything you got.
Sweat and good shade.
Beat it up, baby, catch a charge. Extra and extra hard. Put this right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a kick, I'm gonna ride. Look at my mouth, look at my thighs. What is wet? It's the guy. Tie me up like I'm surprised. That's role play. I wear disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck. Give me tree, make it straight. I don't put it, make it see. I don't cook, I don't clean. But let me tell you, I got this ring.
Follow me, swallow me, drip down inside me, jump out, feel it, inside me, tell what to put it, never tell her where I'm gonna be. I'm putting down on the bar, have an eye, running me, talk your style, fight your good, and for a call like Friday. Really ain't never got on top for a thing, he already made his mind up for it. Now get your boots, and your coat, with this wet, and keep on a phone, just for pictures of this wet. I pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet. I make it rain if you wanna see some wet.
Look, I need a hard hit, I need a deep, I need a Henny drink, I need a real smoke, not a garden snake, I need a King Cobra with a hook in it, hope it lean over. He got some money, then that's where I'm headed. He ain't one, just like his credit. He got a beard, and I'm trying to wet it. I let it, now he got it back. I don't wanna spoon, I wanna whip, I wanna bang, I wanna stop. I want you to touch that, look, that sting in the back of my throat. My token is fire, the sun is going and dry, it's coming outside, y'all. Right back then, the cuz behind me, the way that I spit, now he tryna sign me.
Y'all know I'm a freak, handcuffs, leashes, switch my wig, make him feel like he's cheating. Put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beat. In a phone chain, I'm a running shit. If he ain't my, he a Bobby Peter. Stand for big demeanor, have to make you bust before I ever meet you. If it don't hang, then it can't. It can't hurt my feelings, but I like pain. Yeah, me and ask who's in it when I ride together. How to spell my name?
Yeah, you tellin' with some wet and good shade. Bring up in a mouth. Put this wet. When I from the top, make it drop. That's a wet. When I get a bucket in a mouth, that's a wet. I'm
Still vibing.
Skin just like pearl, the best thing in the world. You never trade it for anybody else.
Said she really grow up boy like me. No believe in nothing but the Almighty. Just a little dream and a pure whitey. She never dreamed to ever be nobody wifey. She not a man already, but her heart is a man. Lady like a villain, cause she can't in a way. Tonight all night I am walking away. I ain't got my mind and I cry. Tonight I'm falling slowly. Keep telling you are in love. Remember what mama told me, brown skin girl. Your skin just like pearls. Your bottom is the world. I never tried to for anybody else. So brown skin girl. Your skin just like pearls. The best thing on the world.
She said you look
Never
so
tried
pretty,
to
girl.
for anybody
Hey.
else. Like a trophy when they always
They said
walking.
beautiful.
She
Look.
even asked her for the pretty dark skin. Pretty like a peanut when the camera's closing. Rock the living when my killer's rolling. I think tonight
She might have a little talk show, cuz.
too dark to go her shade.
Y'all just nice too.
Really?
What
You
happened?
turn my song on? Is my mama calling that phone? Let me see what she wants. Jesus. Hello?
We about to get started, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
She said one that she, okay. We'll get it, Mom. We wasn't even really starting yet. We was just doing a little something at high. We understand that. That's okay. I'll call you back.
embarrassing.
Huh. Put it what you got. Turn the screen. One of the screens.
When we
she
go ahead and
said.
stop the music so y'all can get ready? Because it's 9:55.
No. No, because we went
You
to
gonna have to leave
10
that
o'clock.
sideways.
She said one of them doing what?
what? She said one of the screens is bothering her. You know how folks is.
On the screens, Barbara, which
I don't know.
one?
Let's just address it. You know how mamas are. Let's just fix it.
Lord. Ma.
Let's just fix it, Jesus.
Fix it, Jesus.
Yes,
We just
just
gonna
fix
fix
it
it,
and go ahead. I got to hear the rest of my Beyonce. Mama,
Hey, boo.
calling.
24K, okay.
I don't know.
Read out.
I like that, yeah. So that's fine. Hey, Shay.
Let no one come
She said she
Sheila said you look beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I tried.
Skin just like pearls. Your back against the world.
We about to get started in a minute, y'all.
Skin girl. Skin just like pearls. The best thing in the world. I never change you for anybody else. And then we're lately. You portray as me. Complexity and complexion. What your skin is, glow like diamond. See me like the earth, you can give it up. But everything alive, baby, know your worth. I love everything about you from your nappy curl. Every single curve is really natural. Same skin never broken me. Same skin taking over. Things out of focus. You're in the wrong, you know. Beautiful.
All right, nice.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
All right.
All right, I hope everybody is ready. We done already
Hello,
come in the
everybody.
building on the high. My mama calling, talking about she want us to fix the video. Mom, we done fixed it for you, baby.
We fixed it.
We fixed it, baby. But we were just doing us a little, just a little jamming in here. I hope everybody liked the little music we gave them or whatever. Mom said she gets tired of me messing with the train, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, but yo, guys, we've been waiting all week. We said it was gonna be exciting, most definitely. I would like to introduce my bestie Bree in the house.
Hey, y'all.
If you've ever seen pictures on Facebook with twins, those are her babies, but they're my babies because they're my god babies, and so they're my babies. But I have Denia always in the building, helping and doing what she can do. And Bree came over tonight to be a special host for me. So we ain't gonna tear it, we ain't gonna make it long. We're gonna go and put this thing in motion. I've had some great responses, people. I promise you. I didn't think that everybody was gonna pick it up and roll with it like they're doing, but they are. So with that being said, I've also had some responses where people really wanted to look for some help to better their life, in terms of things that they might be going through. And I know you might have heard me mention that my brother, Dr. Benjamin Akins, is a life coach. So we're going to be actually putting his information up, and it will allow you to go to his actual homepage for what he has going on. You can view all of his sessions to see what they cost in terms of what you might feel like, investing in it. And I always tell people, if you want to invest in clothes and shoes and you want to make the outer appearance look good, then take some time and invest in what make the inner look better. So you can't always get everything and think that people just ought to just help you through your little crisis because you just in a bad place. No, you got to set a standard that will allow you to keep elevating, and you got to put yourself around people who are already at that platform, and that is where he's at. So that platform, he knows he's earned the right to be there, and I'm sure that he can help guide a lot of us in that direction to get to a better place in our lives. But you do have to invest in it. Now, don't get it twisted. I cut the fool. I like to have fun, but he's a no tolerance person like that. You know what I'm saying? So if your mindset really ain't on trying to get it together, just keep on doing what you're doing until you feel like you really want to get it together. Okay. Because that's important. I don't try to get on here and tell all of his, criteria and what he wants in order to get you in that actual arena. But I can tell you this, if you get in it, you put the work in it, I can promise you you'll get what you want out of it. That's just facts. So that enough being said, I'll be broadcasting that all week with his stuff as I go on, and just putting everything out there for people. So with that being said, I had a great turnout with everybody. What is the young man's name? I forgot his name already. Jesus. What a thing, Avery. You know I'm getting old.
Getting old, Lord Jesus.
DeMonte, baby, you're gonna have to work with me. As good as I look, and I know I do, baby, I'm getting old. I cannot remember everybody's name, and God knows I try. But my co-host Bree wrote it down for me. She wrote it down for me. So DeMonte, he really just got all in his feelings, and I appreciate that because we want some feedback from these men. We are women. We can't always speak for you. We don't know what you're feeling. And so I'm glad that he stepped up to the plate as a man to contact me and say, Ivy, this is one of my questions. And so Bree is going to read his question, and then we'll try to go from there. You guys did some great responses to him, but we're going to see what we can get from that tonight. So go ahead, Bree.
All right. So Mr. DeMonte Smith, he asks, from a man's perspective, why do girls/women overlook the good men and go for the ones who about nothing but sagging pants and flexing rather than the quiet men who work daily, take care of responsibilities, keep their pants to waist size, and isn't all in the streets? This is something that I cannot and probably will never understand.
Okay. All right. Well, again, I always say, when I speak for myself, I speak only for me. You might say, well, Ivy, what make you qualified to say so? I don't have to be qualified. I just have to be functified, and that I am. So at the end of the day, I feel like you have to understand, DeMonte, when you're looking at a woman, that woman has to already have established who she is and understand where she want to go in life. Most women, no disrespect to them, have not come to that realization. They're still trying to get people to carry them, to see something in them, encourage them. You got to be a one-man army all by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm a one-man army all by myself. I don't need encouraging. I don't need uplifting. You understand what I'm saying? So when you meet women who require a lot from you, they want to be just all up under you all the time. They just can't live without you every 5 minutes. Those women aren't women that's ever going to really see what you offer as a man. And then on the other hand, because I am attracted to the roughneck, type of guys, but you have to understand those guys put a platform in your life that's just fun, exciting. They keep you on this roller coaster ride going all day long. So you get drawn to that era of foolishness as feeling like, oh, I'm having a good time. It's not until you get in a situation with that individual where it compromises your safety or your livelihood till you start looking at him like, well, maybe I don't need to be with him. Because now you don't see that fun no more. So you don't have to look at it and think that a woman doesn't see your worth, because you're really not, she's not supposed to see it anyway. You're supposed to see her worth. So if you're dealing with a woman that all she wants is somebody that's, getting out their car, looking out, like they just come from back down in the back alley, that would just be a woman that I would bypass, because every woman knows what they are inside. And some of them are just garbage. I'm sorry, I don't care how pretty they are. They really are. And they're not going to do anything but hurt you to the point you're going to get one of them, because you're going to want to get on in there, and they ain't going to do nothing but hurt you to the point that when it's really the right woman for you, you're going to be so scarred that you ain't going to even want to deal with it. So don't waste your time with them type of women. You know what I'm saying? You can feel them a mile away. I always tell a man, you don't even have to buy my food. That's why I work. You know, I'm gonna drive my car to the restaurant. That's what I'm gonna do. How about that? And I'm gonna pay for my own food. That way, if this whole vibe ain't going good, I know my way home. You know what I'm saying? So it's important that you know that tonight I'm streaming from every which way I can possibly be loose. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook. What else, Bree?
I think that's all.
I just think I'm a superstar. But
think
you know,
that's
hey,
all.
I got
We got
somebody
y'all on
drawing
all
me.
angles.
What's his name, Naya?
We got y'all on all angles.
Ricky Reeves.
Ricky
All the one who
Reeves.
drawing the pictures, eh?
Ricky Reeves, I want to let you know. You are doing a great job. Now, I'm going to need you to just stop just changing all of my looks, but that's okay. I see you working on them, but you're doing good, baby. So I appreciate that. You know, you take the time to invest in drawing me or want to show your art to me. That's beautiful. So I put some of it on my page, Ricky Reeves.
Yeah, Ricky Reeves.
Okay, I put some on my page so you can see it. Also, I had a young man. His name is what man? Oh, which one? With the song, I can't think right this minute.
Oh, the one you just showed me.
What is his name? The song?
I don't remember.
Let me think. I think I know his name, but I don't think Jesus. But don't worry about it. I'm gonna figure it out before I get to the last. But anyway,
We'll talk about it on the next show.
music is on my page right now, and you should go and see it. But I think I know. I wrote the name down somewhere. I just don't know where I wrote it. But however, his music is on my page. His music is on my page. Naya, I can't look at every device.
You got to.
Look, that's what I'm over here doing. I'm looking at this
She
and
just
looking over there,
yelling
and looking
in the
right here, and
background.
looking right there, and
Thank
looking right
you.
there. Like, you know, I'm just kind of, you know, just going between places and stuff. Everybody at all
I gotta find
angles.
out what the man's name is because I got to advertise it because I told him I would. But with that being said, DeMonte, I just really wanted you to know you're a great guy, and somebody gonna see what you bring to the table. You just
Can I put my input
you
in
sure
on
can,
that?
Bree. Go ahead. And while you doing that, I'm gonna try to figure out what the man name is.
Okay. I feel like you can't categorize every man that sags his pants and stuff like that as a no good man or a man who don't take care of his responsibilities or a man that don't work, because I know plenty of them that sag their pants, but they get up and go to their 9 to 5 every day. If they got children, they take care of their children. You know, if they got other things going on in their life or other responsibilities, they handle what they have to handle. It's not the ones who sag their pants aren't always necessarily the bad guys. It is some good ones out there, you know, they just sag their pants. But I get where you're coming from, but you can't stereotype every roughneck out here that be in the streets and stuff like that as a no good man, because there is some good men out here who probably do run the streets, but while they run the streets, they still got that 9 to 5. They still taking care of their kids. They still doing this, they still doing that. So I don't feel like every woman is attracted to, you know, the men who are like that. It's their preference. You got some women out here who prefer a man that's out here in the streets. You got some women who would rather prefer to not have a male like that, but have somebody, you know, who gets up and goes to work and this, that, and the other and stuff like that. It's all about a woman's preference. So I don't feel like every woman or every girl out here, you know, is only concerned about dealing with a man who sag his pants and in the streets and stuff like that. It's all about preference.
Right. But as Mary J said, I love my Mr. Wrong. I mean, he treats me so bad. Mary J told us that. You feel me? So Mr. Wrong, you know, he just got that swag, you know, but Mr. Right, you know what I'm saying? You know, we want what we want. So I always tell people, wait till the person that, you know, you see, if they come to, y'all done change screen. Right though. Wait till the person that you come is ready, and then it'll be better. So DeMonte, that's what I can give you with that. So we'll move on. But great question. Always be energetic. I appreciate that, because I have some guys that are slow to ask, and you probably sitting at home right now with somebody that's getting on your nerves, but you just want to ask the question so we can help you understand where you are. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead on. I had another question. Well, I had a shout out. Somebody gave me a shout out. I'm gonna let Bree read it. It's from Stacy Larson.
She wanted Miss Ivy to know, good to know people are trying to keep it open and real in the world is very much appreciated. she will have to check in, and it's way better to hear from real people that talk about real things that need to be addressed in everyday lives to make the world a bit better every day.
I appreciate that. I really
Appreciate
do.
that.
And you have to understand, I didn't start this like I got it all figured out. Or I've messed it up real good along the way. But with those mess ups, I decided that I would just confront things that I want to know. It might not be nothing you want to know, but I want to know. You know, as I continue to go on with these shows, I'm going to ask questions that I want to know. If you didn't want to know, then fine. But I want to know. I sure do. Because I be wanting to know a lot of stuff that people do and won't nobody call it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't like people just say you call me and you say, well, you say, can you just loan me $100 St. Friday and I'm going to give it back to you because I got to get something for my baby. Okay. I'm going to give you $100. Friday come. Not my money. The next Friday come. Not my money.
Mm-hmm.
So now you want to call me, girl, what you doing? You'll come over here and glue these tracks in my head. No, I want to talk about that money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to talk about. So them the things I be want to know. How do you want to just call somebody talking about some tracks and lashes and you know you owe them money? I want to talk about that. So those are the things that I be want to know. How do you jump ship on what we've been going through and then just start asking me for something else? So I figure if ain't nobody else gonna ask it, I'm gonna ask. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I appreciate that, Stacey, because at the end of the day, that's all you got is who you are. If you're not real to yourself, but everybody who know me know I'm gonna tell you. So I've already told people, please don't get on this live just asking me anything that you know you do not want to answer to. Don't do it. Don't do it. That is the only warning that I can give you. Yep. Because if you ask me, I'm gonna lay my head to the side and I'm gonna tell you. And so you need to know when you ask me. There you go. So with that being said, my good friend Kathy Martin, been friends with her for a long time. That's my road dog right there. She had a question that she sent me today. I didn't get a chance to put a picture up just yet, but I will. So Kathy Martin, if you're watching, we finna dig into what you want to know, baby.
I like this question. This
so you go ahead and run it, Bree.
All right, Miss Kathy Martin is wondering, why are women so jealous of each other?
Do I have anybody in the audience that want to give me some feedback on that? Want to chime in on that? I can't see nothing with the phones on the side. You read them? I mean, you can lift that one up.
Okay, I don't know.
You can or yours, yeah. I'll take it out, yeah. What it say?
Okay, let's see. That one says I would drive, but if he asked me to come to eat, I'm not buying.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody wanted to let me know
man,
that if they was going out on a date, they was not gonna pay. They'll drive their car, but they're not gonna pay. Well, I mean, and that's fine.
Preference.
That's fine. But for me, I got my own money, and until I know if I want to be bothered with this man or not, exactly. I really don't want you paying for nothing. Exactly. Because you might feel some type of way when I go out there and get in my car and go home.
Oh, we got a response on that question. They said because they don't want to see others do great. They don't want anyone to be on top of them. You know what? You do make a valid point. You do make a very valid point.
Well, I mean, when you ask why is a woman jealous of another woman, you would have to put those two women together and realize where they're different at. Whether that be personality, physical features, whatever it is about that woman. You know, women, for some reason, not all women, hold deep-seated regrets about themselves.
Insecurities.
And when they see other women who are not afraid to be who they are and living their truth, whether they be big-boned, big and juicy, whatever, they live in their truth. You know, and so when you're not willing to live in your truth, it makes you jealous. It makes you start saying, well, I don't like her hair like that. She always look like this. You doing that because you do like the hair like that. You do like it. You just know you can't wait.
And
that's what it is. If you say, well, I don't like all that glitter all over eyeliner. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You just know you can't wait. Because you know that you cannot wear everything that everybody else wears. And so it don't look the same on everybody. And so when you start critiquing people about stuff, you have to ask, why you doing it? Instead of just saying, well, you look so pretty tonight, or I love the way you got your hair.
Yeah.
But when you got, well, I like it, but I wouldn't do all that too. But nobody asked you to. So why you putting yourself in that situation as if you had been asked, did you like it? But you got to say something, because that jealousy in you is making you say you don't like it. So it doesn't matter what it is. It can come all the way down to a job. I could be working at Popeyes and you could be working at Crystal. And you could think that I'm doing so much better over at Popeyes that your eyes get popped every time you see me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. You need to stay at Crystal till you start shining and looking crystal clean, because you need to figure out what's wrong with you. Period. It doesn't matter what somebody else have.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what somebody else drive. It doesn't matter how somebody else, carry themselves. Everybody is their own unique individual.
Yeah.
And you just got to let people be who they are. If something about you don't like, jealousy is not the way to solve it. You just need to go fix it. Period. I told everybody, I used to be so skinny. Now, I wanted to take some gain weight pills when I thought I was in them streets. I did. And I did that. And then after I done got all this weight, I just was like, you know what? I think I'm cute anyway. So I'm going to ride it however I want to ride it, because I'm a self-made woman. I don't need nobody to tell me I'm cute.
You got to feel secure within yourself.
That's what you got to do.
And when it comes to a woman being jealous of somebody else, point blank period, I just feel like they got some insecurities within themselves that they need to handle.
They do.
I'm the type female, I love complimenting women. If I see a pretty woman, girl, you are so pretty.
Well, thank you, Bree.
Your hair is so cute.
I love that.
Girl, you look so nice.
I'm glad you told me.
I can't do that. You gotta give off the same energy that you want to get
somebody to do
from somebody
and
else.
that's just the way it goes.
And
So Captain Martin, ain't nobody jealous of you. And whoever it is, you need to tell them that your ace done told you good. So it is what it is. Let them be jealous, baby. That's what I've always done. I really be trying to give them something to be jealous for. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
They
You know what I'm
will,
saying?
baby.
While you being jealous, you need to be going on over there to that gym where I need to be probably too. But I'm gonna go and get me another Krispy Kreme donut.
Hello.
I don't feel I'm too big.
I'm gonna take 2 on 2.
Me too. So that's all I can say to that, Kathy. That jealousy thing is just not. It's
not cute.
It's individual.
None of that. It's the individual
It's
itself.
individual, and I'm telling you. And if somebody that's jealous around, I don't try to hang around them, because they weigh you down with all that negativity. They never have nothing good to say, and that's not just women. Men do the same thing. Men do the same thing.
Right.
They be envious of other men, what they have, how they live, who they women are. I mean,
and if that's the case,
personal.
get up and go get it. You jealous of that man car? Go get it.
Yeah.
You jealous of what that man got?
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yeah.
What you being jealous for? Because you can have the exact same thing he got, but you
Right.
gotta work for it and you gotta want it.
Right.
Period.
Right. And that's exactly why I always say you have to make sure that you know. Did you check?
They good, boo. They good.
Who asked me?
They actually back there in the back right now.
They don't come over here and destroy my house. That's what they always do. But that's okay. The twins are in the back. We had to let them stay back there because they be doing the most.
Doing
That's
too
what
much. Doing too much. Oh, this man.
So with that being said, I had another question that had to do with family. Basically, this was an anonymous person who wanted to know, why do family members do so much for outside people and do not even offer to do anything for their own family?
Mm-hmm.
Whether they have boys and girls clubs, whether they have businesses, whether they have drives that they give out, they totally isolate family, but go hard for people in the street. So the person was very upset about that, wanted to know, how did I feel about that? Or what was my thoughts on why would someone do that and not take up time with their kids or do the same level of effort that they putting in somebody in the street. And so my answer to her was, first of all, you got to first figure out really what the problem is with you and that family member that you're talking about. Now, whether there have been some type of incident or some type of little conversation that didn't go right, if that family member or you are not on the same wavelength with each other, then there's going to be some disconnect there. And my brother always told me that just because you family, you got somebody in your family that you're related to, it does not make them be your family. You got to have a relationship with that type of person to know that person in and out and ride or die with them on what they go through. So for me, I've always told my kids, if you see other family members doing something, they don't invite you to it, they don't do nothing for you, or don't call you, or don't ask you, do you want to be a part of it? I mean, I just be trying to figure out, did anything in your life change because they didn't invite you? Did you stop living in that moment when they didn't invite you?
Yep.
Did anything in your household stop going as it should when they decided that they wouldn't invite you to the little concert that they was going to have, or the little picnic? No. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to be bothered with somebody that truly don't act like they want to be bothered with you? I don't care if it's family or not. If you don't want to be bothered with me, then I'm not going to make myself be bothered with you. I'm just going to do what I got to do and keep moving forward. If you're a family, families stay together. They ride on issues. If we get mad, we talk about issues. I'll call Brie in a minute, and we're not even blood family, but we family. So I'll call her in a minute, and I'll say, you know, I don't know what y'all got going on, but y'all better figure it out. Because at the end of the day, we family, period. So, you know, that's just the way that go. But when people want to be indifferent and they want to go hard for outside people and not inside people, I wouldn't want them going hard for me, because it's not real, and they will only be doing it because you're complaining. And so it doesn't matter who the individual is. If somebody doesn't want to do something, just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Let them do whatever they want to do. Why is that something that you want to carry? You know what I'm saying? I just ain't never been, I don't know. I've been always in my life, I've just always been, I don't need all the extra.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk, don't talk. I mean, it is what it is, you know? So with that being said, you can address the family member if you choose. But if it was me, I just probably wouldn't say anything. I would let it be what it is, because evidently the relationship is not worth working on.
Exactly. Just go on
And
about
both
your
people
life.
can't come together and sit down and say, hey, let me talk to you about this. You know,
Especially if
that's
y'all
something-
adults.
Right, something bothered me.
Especially
that
if
you did
y'all
the other day.
adults.
They ain't willing to do that, then, you know, it is what it is. So I'm sorry that you're going through that. I hope you understand as time go on that you just can't carry everybody's BS. I mean, you're going to have to let some of it go. So, you know, that's how I feel about that. But I did want to make another comment. We were trying to make sure that you guys understand. I'm not trying to mother anybody or father anybody when I say watch your language on Facebook. Everybody know my mouth. You know, if I don't had to critique my mouth, you definitely got to critique yours, because mine has no filter, period. So I know that if I got to try to figure out choice words to say, so can you. And that's the only reason I said that. Facebook is average, it's for everybody. Everybody is on it. You don't know who's watching it.
Yeah.
You don't know who's looking at it. You don't know whose person is getting on something that we might be putting out. And I just said, for my preference, I did not want to have to use derogatory language or profanity words on live.
Yep.
Now, as I critique my business and go off into other adventures, if we're doing shows that are X-rated or shows that we are not on this particular platform, and this is something that I can critique and contain, then yes, I might have an open mind to something that you want to say a little bit more out there, but not on Facebook or any of the things that I have. So I am going to block you. That I am. And I mean, it is what it is, you know, so that's the reason I brought that up. So like, as the weeks go on, I have some contests that I want to put out. I have people who are asking me serious questions. I think someone asked me, why do we as, and I always say as a race, but you know, we do this. But anyway, they say you spend so much money on the funeral, you go all out and you get the mortician. Shout out to Miss Kathy. You do a great job. I love you dearly. That's my family right there. Miss Kathy. But y'all do an awesome job with everything. And then as soon as you get out there to the graveyard, you don't even have no headstone. I'm asking you where daddy at, and you talking about he over there by the tree with the hanging, the tree that got all the moss hanging down on. But you rode to the funeral all on them 20s. You were doing everything. Everybody was GQ, but now it's time for us to go out here and visit daddy. And I'm stepping all over everybody's grave, the roots and stuff. Right, because you won't invest in things that need to be done. So yeah, I tell people all the time, yes, that's stuff that we do need to work on, because why I got to go out there and look for Kenny Gray to know what dad is? I don't want to look for that. I want that headstone out there that say who it is, and that way I can just go on out there, see my loved one and come on from out there. But I got to go out there, and you keep telling me I'm on the phone with you, and you keep saying, turn around. You see the tree? You see the tree with the mouse hanging from it?
It's 3 of them. Which one?
We can't do that. We can't do it. We're gonna have to fix that. We're gonna have to fix that, because that don't look good. If it ain't nothing but a small headstone that just say here lay, here you go, I need that. There you go. I need that. I do. And I need our people to go out there and take care of the yard, you know, in the cemetery. Our black churches do not take care of the yard. I'm sorry, they don't. So we need y'all to go out there, cut the grass, so that when I go out there, I don't break my leg trying to run across somebody's grave, because I'm already scared out there. I just want to go out there and come from out there. But I can't do that, because I really can't say where you got my loved one at with these directions.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody asked me that, and I said I would address it. So that's how I felt about that. But I mean, in all honesty, it's just so many things people have been throwing at me through the week, wanting me to put on. So I agreed to do some pre-shows. That way on Saturday night, it wouldn't take from the shows that we do, and for other issues that people have asked about, and just address some things that, you know, people might have wanted to hear or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's all. But we do have some great shows coming up. Your questions can be whatever you want your questions to be. Everything is not going to be about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is not going to be about someone not liking. It's just whatever in your mind that you have wanted to know, and it has never been answered or asked. So that was the way I felt that we could get a different approach or some different flavor to things that we do,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and have some insight on that or whatever. So do anybody have any chime in that they want to talk about? We've covered a couple of issues. So if you got something you want to say about DeMonte's question, I'll let Bree start going through some of the
Yeah, I started going
things,
scrolling
and
through
then
the
if you have
comments
something
and
you want to say,
stuff.
we'll go ahead and read some of those, Bree. So if you check that one right there to
All
see what
right.
some people have said.
See if we got some
Let's see
questions
what
or
they
some
said.
comments.
Let's see. Anybody know that?
Let's see. Okay, we had one comment because they don't love what they have until it's gone.
So DeMonte, somebody wanted to say that sometimes people don't value what they have until it's gone, and that is true. That's a true saying, that you don't really miss your water until your well runs dry. Old people used to say that.
Darren talking about he finna come see a special
Hey,
guest.
Darren, where you at?
Hey, baby, right there.
Hey, baby.
So I'm finna come see y'all.
Darren, when you
Special
coming?
guest time. Yeah, come on. When you coming?
You
We
took
need
a live
guests.
too.
Just let us know.
I know you do, but I'll be waiting on you.
Oh, somebody named Velvet Clemens. So are you going to answer my question?
Oh,
Hold on, let me
baby.
scroll
Oh,
up.
let's figure out what
Let
you
me
asked.
what did you ask, baby? What you asked?
What did you ask?
I'm scrolling up, but I don't see her. Oh, why men say they love you, but with somebody else? Ooh.
Oh, okay. Well, Velvet, I'm so sorry, baby, that I missed that whole question. But the question is, why do men say they love you and they are with someone else? Do you really want to know the answer to that? Because you dumb enough to sit there and listen to it and waste time with them.
Mm-hmm.
They figure that's what you want to hear.
Yep.
The reason you've been staying around. If you already know they got somebody else, and they still telling you that they love you, but they've never made no effort to leave the person that they with, they're telling you what they think you want to hear. Because they assume that you want to know something because you keep staying. And we talk about that all the time. You can stay with an individual for whatever reason you want to. I've dated plenty of people while they were talking to somebody else, and I've dated people who say they're going to leave and know they ain't going. But at the end of the day, whatever it is I'm doing it for, I own it. The whole part, I own it.
Mm-hmm.
I do whatever I want to do because I want to do it. And I don't make no excuses for why I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? If the man is doing all that extra stuff and he got somebody else, I don't make no excuse for that. I'm just doing what I want to do. And when I don't want to do it no more, I won't do it. Period. I don't care who you love. You know what I'm saying? That's just that.
I can put some input
You
on that.
can. You can.
I feel like one of the reasons why a man can sit up there and tell you that they love you while they with somebody else is because they want their cake and they want to eat it too.
But what is this cake that you speak of?
It's It's the whole woman itself. They want this one and that one and that one and
No.
that one. So
But let me
whatever they
ask you a
gotta
question.
say to get you to
Nah,
come in.
That's not.
But if you even know that this man got another lady and he telling you he love you and you say it back, you a fool.
That's not the issue. The issue is if you deal with somebody and they got somebody else,
Why are you even?
why did you deal with them?
Why are you even there?
Now I'm gonna speak from experience. I deal with people for what I want to deal with them for. I don't care who you talk to. That's on you. Because I don't want you to be my man, no way. If you cheating on somebody to be with me, you will never be my man.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know what to tell you in that. And so maybe you telling me whatever you telling me, but rest assured, I've seen how you do. I know that you cheat.
So why would I?
And so
myself
why would I tell you that I want you to
Exactly.
be the new man in my life?
when you
Now
probably
I
gonna go out
might
and
deal
cheat?
with you. I might deal with you for whatever I'm dealing with you for.
Mhm.
And that's between me and you. But this whole life that we're gonna ride off in the sunset and everybody gonna be happy go lucky, no.
Mm-mm, none of that.
No, because I know that you do what you do. So
Okay.
most women just won't own what they're doing. And I would never ask a man to leave another woman for me. It can't nobody tell you I said no man like that. Because that's not what I'm gonna do. Because I'm trying to figure out what are you doing anyway. Because if you let that lady leave you alone, you definitely not gonna be on my sofa set. That's not gonna happen.
Well, we got some input. Somebody said, I say they are confused and can't choose.
I mean, they could choose if you leave them alone. If you leave them alone, it wouldn't be no choice. They'll have to find another horse to ride on because you wouldn't even be in the equation. So why do somebody gotta choose something to make you go? Why you just can't go? Like I said before, I give people time limits. I might tell you that whatever, but I know in a certain amount of time, you're not gonna tell me how long I'm gonna put up with something.
Exactly.
That's just not gonna happen. So when you say they want you, I mean you the one doing it. You the one doing it. So you shouldn't be shocked at the behavior.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like when people want on their mess. Just be honest and say, well, I like him. You know, I like the way he made me feel, or I like the love that he gives, whatever you want to call it. But don't sit up here and act like you so dumb that you can't see that he messing with you and somebody else. You know that. You know that. I promise you do. So
Okay. She said she don't love him because she know he lying. She say she don't love him.
I mean, people throw love around so easily.
So
And
easily.
so, you know, when we start talking about things like that, a lot of times you might be in that situation. And you know, like I say, I just, for me, I'm gonna deal with you until I don't want to deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
And so all that love and all that stuff like that right there, I just couldn't tell you that I could. I followed for a little while I'm having fun. And then when I ain't having fun no more, I ain't gonna do it no more. So something about people have to own their own mess. When people are involved in things, they do not tell you the truth.
Oh, I got somebody who want to be in our live.
And who is that?
My friend Shaisha. This my twin. I call her twin.
What does she want to say?
I don't know.
Let's see what she wants.
Let's see.
Y'all, we got a friend of mine joining my live
Is she on there?
my page. It says adding them.
Okay. But
It's
with that
Tanea.
being said, I appreciate that. I don't see her. How you doing? You have something
Hey,
that you would like to
boo.
add?
I can't hear the live.
Oh, you can't hear it?
Okay. Well, log on to one of the other sites and it should come through.
Go on the other I'm finna send you the other page so that way you can go on there and join it on that one.
She'll send it to you.
All right, boo.
All right, so just do it out of there. Was there any other questions that someone wanted to ask? Is it?
Oh, well, she had one more statement. I don't want him to leave her for me because he will do me the same way to get with someone else. There you go.
I mean, that's true. Most
There
old
you
people
go.
tell you that. I've had an old lady told me one time. She said, "Baby, if you dealing with a man and his woman ain't trying to fight you and get all on you about him. She just letting you have him.
That's a sign.
You're gonna find out real soon why she doing that. You're gonna find out real soon why that woman is not concerned with that man getting you.
Yep.
Oh, she told me. So I live by that. I watch the behavior, I watch the signs, and if it's messy when you get in it, it's gonna be messy all the way through it, and it's gonna be messy until you get out of it. So, but like I say, we all do what we want to do for whatever reasons we do it for. And like just for me, I just own mine. I don't try to make up no lie. And it needs to be telling you that I did it for whatever the reason I did it for. And that's that. So, with that being said, you got to ask yourself what you willing to put up with, because everybody comes with some type of baggage. There's no relationship that's not going to come with some type of baggage. You have to decide what you want to put up with, whether it be a man that don't want to come home at a reasonable time, whether it be a man that don't pay bills on time, whether it be a man that tell lies a little bit, whether it be a man that drink, whether it be a man that, just don't know how to help you around the house cleaning up. It's something about that person you're not going to like. So I always ask myself, what are you willing to put up with? If it's something that person is doing that I truly know that I'm not willing to put up with, then I do not encourage any type of relationship with them. I deal with them for what I'm dealing with them for. And when I ain't, I'm done. Because I'm not gonna settle for crazy stuff. So, you have to understand that in a mindset too. I'll be 45 if I live to see it next year, and I hope so, God. But I'm not going to settle for no foolishness. Now, I will do what I'm doing, but I ain't settling for no foolishness. So if you honestly think you're going to get me on your team as a boss, you better be not with that foolishness, because otherwise I'm going to do exactly what I always do.
There you go.
Which is nothing. So I don't know. It's each their own on that. But I think that what's her name had called me and asked me a question the other day, and she wanted to know, why do we make excuses for people when they doing something wrong? I mean, if somebody doing something wrong and you make an excuse for it, then I have to believe that you agree with what they're doing.
You're allowing it.
If I make an excuse for something that you're doing, I would have to agree with what you're doing, the reason I'm making an excuse for it.
Yeah, you okay with it?
So I'm never gonna make an excuse for what you're doing. I don't know why you're doing what you're doing, and who, it is what it is. But I'm not. You can't say, oh, well, he doing that because she ain't doing right at the house, and she ain't giving him what he need, and this, that, and the third. No, he doing that because he's just that type of man.
Yeah.
He's just that type of man, baby. And it has nothing to do with what nobody else is doing. He just raggedy. He raggedy like that. And you might have to just accept that raggediness. But I ain't gonna never make no excuse about it. People do exactly what they want to do. And that is the reason why you have so many people hurt or in relationships that they don't need to be in. So, I mean, you have to call it like you see it. Call a spade, a king, and a queen.
There you go.
And if that person is not right, they're just not right. So that's those things that you have to cut off. People say, oh, I'm going to pray about it, and I'm going to ask. I don't worry God with certain things that I can control. I go to God with things I cannot control. Now, you calling my phone and telling me a bunch of lies, I can control. Because I don't have to have you to answer my phone at all. But other things that I cannot control, then I go to God. But to pray about a man that I could just very well say, I'm not going to deal with no more, no, I'm going to use my prayers wisely. And I'm just going to leave him alone. But that's on you. So we still got a lot going on tomorrow, because I still have Sheikah coming in. She's going to be here with me tomorrow. That's my girl. We ride or die on these shows. And I got Bree coming in, and I got so many people calling me, want to know if they can come over and, do. But right now, with the way we got stuff going with social distancing, I'm just truly trying to keep the circle really, really, really small. And so, we can still try to put people in the live. We can still try to get the questions that I can get on Friday night done. We can still try to get I want to give some people some spotlight. I have a young man that's going to be coming on next week about voting. He want to make awareness for our people to get out and vote. I think that's positive.
That's very important.
That's very important for us to
important.
do. So I got his information, and I'll be posting all of that stuff on Sunday. Yes, I put out a lot of pictures, but I mean, when you look this good, it's necessary. I don't know nothing. It's necessary. So I have to put them out. You know what I'm saying? You scroll down the pictures.
Talk it.
Thank you, baby. You scroll down the pictures, find what you want to find. If you don't answer the question, I'm always go back and throw something on it or re-put something on it. But I do need you guys to know that I'm going to be moving over to YouTube. So I'm going to need y'all to follow me on my YouTube channel. You'll be able to do that as time go on. You should be able to do that tonight because we've already put that up. But we do plan to go to the YouTube channel. So if some content is more mature, I can screen it. I can dictate what's actually going to be said. And I can put out those, points to let people know what that show is about so that they don't be in a show that they truly don't want to be in. So we'll be doing that. And also, like I said, I'll be giving away some gift items to people as we go on and figure out, how many people I got logging in trying to do this, do that. We're going to give out some gift items to that. And we're just going to continue to make, the program as good as we can make it. We open up with some songs. It's not always going to be songs that you like. It's not always going to be songs that you want to hear, but that's why you have a radio. All you have to do is play the songs that you want to hear on your radio. And then when I come on with my live, then you just, say, well, that wasn't really what I want, because that'll be all right, because it's what I want. So some of it'll be gospel sometime, some of it'll be rock and roll, some of it'll be jazz. I'm just a universal type person. I want it all. So that's whatever we come on with, we're going to come on with, and that's going to be that. But we try to give you a good show. And I have a lot of people that's been pouring out questions. This is not just for us to get on and be silly. We want to help people.
Yeah.
You're going through something and somebody's done something, you never got answers to what you want to know. Just ask. If the question is clean and I can word it right and get it out here for you, I will. You want me to advertise something you got going on and it's positive and you ain't got no garbage behind it, I'll run it. I mean, it is what it is. I might not condone every advertisement or say that I'm riding for every one of them, but I'm going to put it out there for you if that's what you want. So I got a lot of people that'll call and do stuff anonymously, and I'm fine with that. Whatever you want me to know, we'll do it. But the goal is to give people a voice and let you stop sitting at home, letting people treat you bad or letting people do things to you that you never address. And maybe you might get the confidence from something I say one day. Maybe you might figure out that, hey, I'm sitting in this house depressed at my lowest of my lowest. Why? When you deserve so much better. You deserve so much better. Life will throw you all type of curveballs. But anybody who don't mean know that, I'm going to get up like a warrior. It's going down. I'm not going to let that I'm not going to let that go down like that. I'm going to put on what I got to put on. I'm going to make it work till I get it to do what I want it to do. And I think that's what everybody needs to do. Find what makes your life work. Stop attaching yourself to negative people who are just destroying you as a person, destroying your thoughts, destroying your dreams, destroying your hopes, your ambitions. Why are you still at Popeyes if you know you want to be a nurse? Why are you still at Popeyes if you know you want to be a nurse? Get up, go to nursing school, start out small, get into one of the technical colleges, go from a CNA to an LPN to an RN, whatever you do, but do something. Stop letting your every year and every day go by. I'm going to start that next week, child, because, honey, I just, and then it's another year. And it's another year. Do what you got to do. Make your life better for you. I asked the question, how do you feel if you live in your best life? I'm living my best life every day.
There you go.
Every day. You might think I'm not, but baby. I ride with mine. My life is good because I'm here to be able to speak about it. Ain't nobody speaking about it for me. I'm speaking about it for myself. So I don't have to go out and tell somebody else how to live their life, because I'm so busy living mine, I really don't have time to deal with yours.
Exactly.
Honestly, you might think I do, but I don't. I'm busy living mine. I'm doing what Ivy needs to do. I'm doing what makes Ivy happy.
Mhm.
And however you feel about that, I could care less. But I'm still going to do what I think is best for me. And you got to adapt that mindset. Put on your warrior clothes. Get out here and fight for what you want. That's all you got to do. Whether it be a little bit of car this week, and you say, my dream in 2 years is to own me a big Lexus, a big Mercedes. Put the work in to get there. That's all you got to do. A lot of people got their paparazzi businesses going on. They're trying to make their lives better. They're putting out things that they want to do. You should find something that's your knack. Find something that drives you, and then start trying to build towards it. And quit sitting at home just looking crazy every day.
Just letting every day go by.
Letting every day go by.
Tomorrow is never promised
to nobody.
And it's crazy because somebody told me something earlier about, I'll be here next year. I said, you don't know that. I could die tomorrow.
You could.
Who knows?
At least put in some work so somebody got something to talk about. Don't have us up there at the funeral and then they say somebody want to come up and speak on it and don't nobody move. Because I done been to some funerals like that. And then finally somebody said, let me get on up and say something. Yeah, you need to, I promise you, you're going to have a lot to say about me. You going to have so much to say about me. You might just have to watch a video or something. Well, I be done left a whole script for how I want mine to go.
Hello.
Yeah.
Like, look, I want you to do this. You say this.
Right.
And then, do it like this. I want it perfect.
Because I ain't going to let my life be wasted.
Exactly.
Yeah, I go through battles. I go through hurt. I cry. I do everything you do. But at the end of the day, I'm going to find me some glitter. I'm going to find me some weave. And I'm going to make it do what it do.
Bam.
Because I'm not going to sit in here broke down. Not going to be depressed and sad. And you got to pick yourself up from that. If it takes moving out this area, move. If it takes moving from around your family, bye.
You got to make that change.
Whatever it takes, you do it.
You got to make that change.
You do it.
Can't nobody
if you just can't get that man to understand that you tired of him cheating on you, then leave. Then leave. That's all you can do.
There you go.
And start over. It doesn't matter how many times you start over. Start over till you get it right. That's what I do. I mean, it is what it is. And I have a great support system. My mother is an awesome mother. My brother is an awesome brother. I have a great support system with my family. Do they ride on everything I do? Of course not. Of course not. But they are going to support me. And that's what you have to do. Be up under the ones that support you. Build you a foundation that's solid and go from there. And like I said, this is not just for fun. This is to reach somebody if you want to let something out, let it out. But even in having fun, don't waste your life. Don't waste your life. Just find something that works and push towards it. Because that's what it's all about. It's never about nothing else. And so, with that being said, we always want to give you the opportunity to ask me questions. I am only one person, you guys. And sometimes I do get bombarded with work and other things. So if I miss a question, it's a messenger. It's a way to just put it to me again. If I miss it, I would definitely put it back on there for somebody to address. If we've talked about one and you still don't have a good feeling of understanding about it, re-push it back up there to me. I'll put it on there. And if you want to actually start being a part, we're trying to get the live set up. Yeah. So we can add people. That's what we're trying to do. So we're working on that this week with one of my computer people because we got so many different streams going. We want to make sure that we put the best work out there, the best quality, and so that's what it's gonna be. But support, share the page. Look for ways to get to a place where you can find that inner happiness, and that inner happiness will make outer happiness. It will show in you that you have that growth to be who you are. And I want to thank Bree because I had to go to her at the last minute. I did, but that's what family do.
Of course.
I told her, come on, because I can't read these questions and talk. So
of course.
She said she would come and do it for me, and I appreciate that. And I want to give a shout out to my family, BB, my brother Ben, Cario, everybody watch, my mama. Any of my family that's on, I love y'all. I thank y'all for supporting me. My friends that's coming on, I thank y'all for supporting me. And tomorrow night, she could be back in the house. We'll be going over the questions that we had originally put out. I had to, like I say, start some Friday night previews so I could answer other people's questions. And then on Saturday night, they will be answering the ones that we put out through the week. Again, most of this is going to be going to YouTube. So if you see my YouTube line, I need you to start following it there. You can follow the YouTube channel there, and then you can still find me on Ivy Queen, on Ivy Akins. But on Ivy Akins, I can't take no more friends on that page. You need to go to Ivy Queen if you're trying to be my friend, because I'm maxed over there. I'm almost maxed on the other one, but we'll make some progress and get some more things out there if we need to. But as time go on, we'll be doing some information on my cancer movement. I have some great people that are coming to talk about some of the issues that they've endured with cancer and loved ones they've lost. And we'll be doing some drives for that. And we'll have t-shirts and cups with some of my ideas that I put together about that movement. And I think we'll have some spotlights. If I got some business people who have small businesses and you would like me to put your information on my website about your business, I have no problem doing that for you. I don't have no reason for no fee for that. You just want me to say something about your business, or you want me to plug your business while I'm talking, I don't charge for that. That's, but that's first come, first serve. I'm not going to spend the whole night advertising businesses, but I will get as many in and put them out through the week on my pages that I can, because everybody wants to be seen and heard. And if it's something that I can do to help, then I will definitely do it. If you get a chance to listen to the song the young man put out, I can't think his name right now, God Jesus, but it's on my website, so you can go to it and listen to it, like it. If you don't, you don't, but it's on there. Yeah. And the guy that's coming on about voting, I'll be advertising him all week. And my cousin BB, I know she's doing nails. I'm be giving shout out to BB with them nails. I've been seeing you, girl. I've been seeing you. So I'm gonna need some on these right here, because the Chinese people be, you want new nail? You need new nail? No. I ain't got no. I'm going to BB. I'm going where I'm getting it for free, because I know. $2 nails, $10. No.
$10. No dollar. No dollar.
So, I mean, with that being said, we all want to have a good time. Yes, my mom got some things she want me to go over later on as time going. We are, but hit me up with your questions. Hit me up with your answers. Oh, you know what, girl? You know I love you. Listen,
BB said she got you.
BB. Yes. But thank you. Yes, my life is a testimony. You wouldn't believe the things that I've been through and that I'm currently going through. But let me tell you something. It's one thing that my grandmama taught me, and that's the evangelist Doris Neal. Prayer will change anything. It doesn't matter. Prayer will change anything. So my faith is strong. I don't, the things that I go through, I'm not going to let that break me. I promise you, I go through a lot. You couldn't even imagine. But that's not to make nobody feel like you're not going through something. Everybody is dealing with something. But I have a great support system. I have great friends. And I just want everybody. So don't forget about my brother. If you're going through something, you need a life coach. Like I say, invest in your own life. Quit whining about money. That money you whining about is not you can't carry it with you. You can't carry it with you. But you know what I've learned? You'll go and spend $200 to make somebody else richer in shoes. But then when somebody asks you for that same money to better yourself, you got stuff you don't want to do. Child, that's too much. Well, then stay raggedy. I mean, you obviously like being the way you are. If it ain't working for you, you don't want to invest in it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even giving me no free session. He said I'm a work in progress.
Hello.
I felt some type of way. But I said, okay, that's fine. So you ain't gonna give me no discount. But he said I need a lot of work. So hey, I agree with him, but at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that listen to somebody that has the credentials and has the qualifications to help you. He has great information that he can give you. He exceeds in all of his accomplishments, and he can definitely help you. And those things that you take to him, make sure that they're things that you want to really work on. Because like I said, he's very dedicated to what he does, and he's never going to be about that foolishness. So make sure you look him up. It's on my website. I didn't try to go into all the details about his page, but it's been flashing on my website all week. Better You Institute. You need to just go read it, look at his information, reach out to him if you're serious. If you're not, just keep doing what you're doing till you get serious. So, you know, as far as other things that we'll be doing, you can always hit me up if you got some type of question that you want us to get to that's a little bit more personal and you don't want it aired or talked about it all that way, but you do want some advice or feedback from other people, we have that in place also. Anything you need religious wise, we have that in place also. We will send you to some people to deal with whatever you're dealing with, because that's the goal. I just want to help people. You know, like I said before, it's never really about money to me. You know what I'm saying? So just follow the pages that we have, the things that we'll be doing going on later. Whatever we get from those things, we'll make sure that we put everything out so people can get to it. And play my games on the website. I put out a lot of games that I get from somebody named Naomi. I think her name Naomi. Naomi, shout out to you, baby, because I take your games and post them on my page, and everybody be playing them, but I've been getting them from you. So I just want to let you know I appreciate that, because I find them and then I tag them, put me some, and people been playing them. So I appreciate that. So love you too, Val.
Love you too.
Lachelle, you know me and you go way back. So you know me and you go way back, baby. Ain't gonna be no other. We're gonna ride it. We're gonna ride it, baby. I promise you. So, and go out, look at my baby. Hey, Shonda. Shonda, you know I love you, girl. You know that. That's them Ren's days right there. But like I said, all y'all got to do is just give us a shout out. Let us know what you want to do. Let me know if you want some t-shirts and stuff. I'll be putting some stuff up on here. I'm going to reach out to my girl, Casey. She'll be doing some decorative, awesome work. So Casey, I'm going to be calling on you because I seen your work, boo. And I want it. You know, I want some stuff put together. So we'll be getting together to try to get some ideas that I want you to put together for me. You know what I'm saying? For my movements and stuff or whatever. But with that being said, we love everyone. We hope to see you tomorrow night when Sheikah's in the house. You can go back and find the questions all over the pages. We're going to really be getting into it. And as we continue to go further, the questions don't get a whole lot worse, baby.
A whole lot worse.
Because I want to know everything. Because I promise you, baby, if you don't know me, you're going to know me now. You're going to know me now. So we're going to say good night to everybody. We hope that you enjoyed the show. Whatever it is that you're going through, put prayer on it. Ask God to change it. And I promise you, you'll see him work in your favor. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Y'all have a nice night. We love y'all.
Okay.
Do you want what it says? Do you want to?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.